The first time General Marcus Hale noticed her, she sat on an overturned supply crate behind the barracks, hacking at her hair with a dull field knife. Dawn had barely broken, the base still wrapped in a hazy quiet, and the faint scrape of metal against hair sounded unnaturally loud in the still air. To him, it was a clear violation. Blades weren't allowed outside assigned zones, and grooming rules weren't suggestions. Not here. Not under his command. He strode toward her with the kind of presence that made platoons snap upright on instinct. She didn't react. She didn't even glance up. Dark strands slid down to the dust as she kept cutting. His irritation sharpened. "Soldier, on your feet. Now." She stood at once, tall, straight, unreadable. Her uniform was spotless, boots gleaming, posture perfect. Nothing about her said reckless. Nothing said defiant. If anything, she looked like someone carrying something heavy and invisible. Name and unit. Private Lena Ward, sir. 2nd Rockin' Unit. Rockin'. Elite. The kind of unit forged in shadows. She looked too young, too quiet to fit that mold. "You think using a knife as a barber is acceptable?" "No, sir." "Then why do it?" A flicker crossed her eyes, fear, maybe. Or memory. "It's required, sir." The answer stopped him cold. This wasn't normal trimming. Not alone. Not hidden like this. He made a decision. 2 weeks of base maintenance. Dawn and dusk. Report to Sergeant Porter. Her shoulders eased, not in disappointment, but relief. She saluted. "Understood, sir," and walked off. He told himself it was over, yet her expression lingered like an unfinished thought. She worked those 2 weeks without a word of complaint, scrubbing mess halls, clearing mud from armored vehicles, repairing fence lines in brutal heat, hauling loads twice her size. She never looked exhausted. Never asked for help. Whispers spread. She runs before sunrise. She doesn't sleep much. She notices things before they happen. He dismissed it as bored speculation, but something about her quiet gnawed at him. One afternoon, Sergeant Porter led him to the training field. A loose ring of soldiers watched Ward on the obstacle course. She wasn't just completing it, she was dismantling it. One-arm rope climbs. Vaults without hands. Fluid swings across bars like gravity barely applied. Every movement precise, fast, controlled. Hale had commanded special forces across continents. He had never seen motion like that. "She does this every morning," Porter said. Hale approached as she finished. Her breathing was steady, calm. "Where did you learn to move like that?" "Training, sir." "What training?" A pause. "Permission to speak freely?" "Granted." "I'd rather not discuss it." "I'm your commanding officer." "Yes, sir." She lowered her gaze, and said nothing more. He didn't push. Something in her eyes warned that the truth had edges. The next day, an ambush shattered the calm. A convoy near the ravine was hit. Radios exploded with noise, gunfire, injuries, failing signals. "We need a rescue unit." "Closest is Private Ward," the comms officer said quietly. Before orders went out, her voice cut through the radio. "I have eyes on the convoy. Request permission to engage." "Negative." "Hold position." "They won't last." "Stand down, that's an order." A pause. "Understood." Then gunfire. For 30 endless minutes he listened to fragments, her steps, her breathing, her calm reports. 2 down. Flanking. Driver unconscious, moving him. Drone overhead, disabled. When backup arrived, 20 hostiles were down. The convoy lived. Ward still stood, blood at her temple, uniform torn, posture unbroken. "What have you done?" he asked. "My duty, sir." Later, driving back in silence, he said, "You could have died." "Yes, sir." "You disobeyed me." "I know." "Why?" She stared out the window. "I've lost too many already." Then, quietly, "May I speak, not as a soldier?" He nodded. "I wasn't cutting my hair for regulation. It grows too fast, and people recognize me." "Recognize you as who?" "I'm Sergeant Major Elias Ward's daughter." The name hit hard. The hero of Maratha Ridge. Missing. A legend. They treated me like a story, not a person, she said. So I hid. And the way you fight. He trained me since I could walk. That evening, Hale gathered the officers. This soldier risked everything to save her unit. She showed us what real strength looks like, quiet, steady, unannounced. He faced her. You're promoted to specialist. You'll train our recon teams. Emotion stole her voice. Later, behind the barracks, he found her again. No more hiding, he said. She nodded. For the first time, she let her hair fall loose. The resemblance to her father was undeniable. Thank you, sir. He shook his head. No, thank you. From then on, she didn't cut her hair in secret. She didn't carry her past like a weight, but like a flame, one that lit the way for others who felt unseen. And the general never forgot the morning he disciplined a quiet soldier on a crate, only to learn he was standing in front of a legacy still in the making.